Thank you, my friends. The sun may have set over our city this evening, but as Eugene Debs once said, I can see the dawn of a better day for humanity. For as long as we can remember, the working people of New York have been told by the wealthy and the well-connected that power does not belong in their hands. Fingers bruised from lifting boxes on the warehouse floor, palms calloused from delivery bike handlebars, knuckles scarred with kitchen burns. These are not hands that have been allowed to hold power. And yet, over the last 12 months, you have dared to reach for something greater. The future is in our hands. My friends, we have toppled a political dynasty. I wish Andrew Cuomo only the best in private life. But let tonight be the final time I utter his name as we turn the page on a politics that abandons the many and answers only to the few. New York, tonight you have delivered a mandate for change, a mandate for a new kind of politics, a mandate for a city we can afford, and a mandate for a government that delivers exactly that.
Tonight marks a historic turning point for New York City, a moment when we step boldly from the shadows of the past into a future filled with hope and purpose. It is a time when the spirit of this city, long suppressed by doubt and division, finds its voice once more. As we look ahead, let us speak with clarity and conviction about what this new era will bring and who it will serve. This will be an age where New Yorkers demand from their leaders a bold vision of progress, not a litany of excuses for inaction. We will focus on what we can achieve together. Central to this vision is an ambitious agenda to confront the soaring cost of living, a crisis that has plagued our city since the days of Fiero LaGuardia. We will freeze rents for over 2 million rent-stabilized tenants, ensuring stability for families who have long struggled to make ends meet. We will make buses faster and free, and we will roll out universal childcare across the city, making it possible for parents to work and children to thrive. Years from now, our only regret may be that this day took too long to arrive. But today, we commit to relentless improvement. We will hire thousands more teachers, cut waste in government, and restore light and hope to the neglected hallways of public housing. Safety and justice will go hand in hand. We will work with law enforcement to reduce crime, while creating a Department of Community Safety that addresses mental health and homelessness head-on. Excellence will become the standard across government, not the exception. Zohran Mamdani said, "In this new chapter, we will refuse to let division and hate tear us apart. New York will be a beacon of unity and strength. We stand for those we love, immigrants, members of the trans community, Black women displaced from federal jobs, single mothers facing rising grocery prices, and anyone with their back against the wall. Their struggles are ours, and we will stand steadfast alongside them."
I will be sworn in as the mayor of New York City. Thank you to the next generation of New Yorkers who refuse to accept that the promise of a better future was a relic of the past. You showed that when politics speaks to you without condescension, we can usher in a new era of leadership. We will fight for you because we are you. Or as we say on Steinway, ana minkum wa ilaykum. Thank you to those so often forgotten by the politics of our city who made this movement their own. I speak of Yemeni bodega owners and Mexican abuelas, Senegalese taxi drivers and Uzbek nurses, Trinidadian line cooks and Ethiopian aunties. To every New Yorker in Kensington and Midwood and Hunts Point, know this. This city is your city, and this democracy is yours too. This campaign is about people like Wesley, an $11.99 organizer I met outside of Elmhurst Hospital on Thursday night. A New Yorker who lives elsewhere, who commutes 2 hours each way from Pennsylvania because rent is too expensive in this city. It's about people like the woman I met on the BX33 years ago, who said to me, I used to love New York, but now it's just where I live. And it's about people like Richard, the taxi driver I went on a 15-day hunger strike with outside of City Hall, who still has to drive his cab 7 days a week. My brother, we are in City Hall now. This victory is for all of them, and it's for all of you. Now, I know that I have asked for much from you over this last year. Time and again, you have answered my calls. But I have one final request. New York City, breathe this moment in. We have held our breath for longer than we know. We have held it in anticipation of defeat. Held it because the air has been knocked out of our lungs too many times to count. Held it because we cannot afford to exhale. Thanks to all of those who sacrificed so much, we are breathing in the air of a city that has been reborn.
Our city hall will be a sanctuary for all, including Jewish New Yorkers, Muslims, and others who have faced discrimination and prejudice. No longer will New York be a place where bigotry wins votes. We will build a city where everyone belongs, in every corner of our 5 boroughs and in the halls of power. This era will be defined by competence and compassion, qualities that have too often been seen as opposites. We will prove that no problem is too big for government to solve, and no concern too small to deserve our care. For too long, City Hall has helped only those who help themselves. But starting January 1st, we will govern for everyone. There are those who seek to distort this message, flooding the airwaves with misinformation to sow fear and division. The wealthy elite want us fighting each other, distracting us from the systemic changes we need. But we will not let them dictate the terms of our future. We will stand united, ready to challenge oligarchy and authoritarianism with the strength and resilience that defines New York. If anyone can show a nation betrayed by Donald Trump how to overcome him, it is New York City, the birthplace that gave rise to him. And if dismantling the conditions that allowed him to rise is how we truly defeat him, then that is exactly what we will do. This is how we stop Trump, and how we prevent the next one from rising. We will hold bad landlords accountable because those who exploit tenants have grown too comfortable. We will end the culture of corruption that allows billionaires to evade taxes and exploit loopholes. We will stand with unions, expand workers' rights, and ensure that labor protections are stronger than ever.
To my parents, Mama and Baba, you have made me into the man I am today. I am so proud to be your son. To my incredible wife, Rama, Hayati, there is no one I would rather have by my side in this moment and in every moment. To every New Yorker, whether you voted for me, for one of my opponents, or felt too disappointed by politics to vote at all, Thank you for the opportunity to prove myself worthy of your trust. I will wake each morning with a singular purpose: to make this city better for you than it was the day before. Tonight we have spoken in a clear voice. Hope is alive. Hope is a decision that tens of thousands of New Yorkers made day after day, volunteer shift after volunteer shift, despite attack ad after attack ad. More than 1 million of us stood in our churches, in gymnasiums, in community centers, as we filled in the ledger of democracy. And while we cast our ballots alone, we chose hope together. We won because New Yorkers allowed themselves to hope that the impossible could be made possible. Standing before you, I think of the words of Jawaharlal Nehru. A moment comes but rarely in history when we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends and when the soul of a nation long suppressed finds utterance. Tonight we have stepped out from the old into the new. This will be an age where New Yorkers expect from their leaders a bold vision of what we will achieve, rather than a list of excuses for what we are too timid to attempt. Central to that vision will be the most ambitious agenda to tackle the cost of living crisis that this city has seen since the days of Fiorella LaGuardia. An agenda that will freeze the rents for more than 2 million rent-stabilized tenants. Make buses fast and free. And deliver universal child care across our city. Years from now, may our only regret be that this day took so long to come. This new age will be one of relentless improvement. We will hire thousands more teachers. We will cut waste from a bloated bureaucracy. We will work tirelessly to make lights shine again in the hallways of NYCHA developments where they have long flickered. Safety and justice will go hand in hand as we work with police officers to reduce crime and create a department of community safety that tackles the mental health crisis and homelessness crises head on. Excellence will become the expectation across government, not the exception. In this new age we make for ourselves, we will refuse to allow those who traffic in division and hate to pit us against one another. In this moment of political darkness, New York will be the light. Here, we believe in standing up for those we love. Whether you are an immigrant, a member of the trans community, one of the many black women that Donald Trump has fired from a federal job, a single mom still waiting for the cost of groceries to go down, or anyone else with their back against the wall, your struggle is ours too. And we will build a city hall that stands steadfast alongside Jewish New Yorkers and does not waver in the fight against the scourge of anti-Semitism. Where the more than 1 million Muslims know that they belong. Not just in the 5 boroughs of this city, but in the halls of power. No more will New York be a city where you can traffic in Islamophobia and win an election. This new age will be defined defined by a competence and a compassion that have too long been placed at odds with one another. We will prove that there is no problem too large for government to solve and no concern too small for it to care about. After all, if anyone can show a nation betrayed by Donald Trump how to defeat him, it is the city that gave rise to him. And if there is any way to terrify a despot, it is by dismantling the very conditions that allowed him to accumulate power. This is not only how we stop Trump, it's how we stop the next one. So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up. We will hold bad landlords to account because the Donald Trumps of our city have grown far too comfortable taking advantage of their tenants. We will put an end to the culture of corruption that has allowed billionaires like Trump to evade taxation and exploit tax breaks. We will stand alongside unions and expand labor protections because we know, just as Donald Trump does, that when working people have ironclad rights, the bosses who seek to extort them become very small indeed. New York will remain a city of immigrants, a city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants, and as of tonight, led by an immigrant. So hear me, President Trump, when I say this. To get to any of us, you will have to get through all of us. Together, New York, we're going to deliver universal. This power, it's yours. This city belongs to you. Thank you.